All right, everyone, welcome back. We are here with War 3 against DSVG. Today I will be taking in Apocalypse, Doom, and Cable. The bands are Human Torch, Ghost, and Archangel. I have Path 1 in Section 1 and Path 2 in Section 2. Mixmaster mini-boss and a mini-boss, Conflictor mini-boss. All right, so we're going to boost up here. The first node of this path has Juggernaut. We're going to take it with Doom. We have Mystic Dispersion on, and we don't have Suicides on, but after this fight, we'll turn Suicides on, and those will be on for the remainder of the war. This Juggernaut's not difficult at all with Doom. You just wait out the Unstoppable and the regen buff, or land an intercept after the Unstoppable ends, and you just want to make sure you finish your combos with a heavy. Because of Mystic Dispersion, what you are going to see is that I don't actually allow Juggernaut to throw specials by turtling, so that I can just go right into the Doom cycle. And the timing of the Doom cycle in this war actually works out perfectly between the SB1 and the staggers, to where I never have to worry about unblockable the entire fight. So here we are, already beating Juggernaut in the power race, and that'll put us at SB3. A stagger for good measure, just in case. And my Doom rotation when I come out is medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, SB1. So I don't have the extra light attack between the mediums. As you can see, for this fight, you don't need it. And I'd prefer to not test the duration of the passive stun, even though I know it works medium, light, medium, and we're right back into SB3. So the next combo will kill him. I will not be able to get to SB2 and drop it to finish the fight. So I think it's the last hit of the SB1 on top of the shock. Nope, yeah, on top of the shock that just knocks him out. So very easy first fight. All right, so Suicides are on, and this is where things heat up. I was excited to use Apocalypse in War. I ranked 3'd him near the end of last season, and I haven't actually truly used him in War. So I got assigned him this war, and man, was it a good war. So Human Torch here, first off. Apocalypse is going to bypass Masochism. He's not going to get any of his debuffs shrugged. What I am going to try to do this fight is block SB1 and use SB1 so that I can build up his smolders, so that hopefully I get some incinerates and build an incinerate immunity for a Kitty Pryde fight later. So if you see, this isn't how I would play it if I wanted to just finish the fight. It'd probably be PS1 mutant boosts, which I did use, but they're not actually for this fight. And then it would be an SB2, maybe into an SB1 or an SB2 again, and he'd be done. So here's the block. So now he's got a smolder. I'm gonna throw this SB1 at him. It's gonna give him 3 more. And then my hope here is that in this short amount of time that I can get some incinerates on me, and I'm actually surprised it's not working out yet. Here I dodged the beginning of that, and knowing that I was going to get hit with the last hit, so couldn't build smolders there. And here we finally get some incinerates, but the SB1 finishes him too fast to build the immunity, but at least there's still some time built into the immunity. All right, Domino here. This is probably, outside of that Human Torch and trying to get incinerate, is my least cleanest fight, and it's only in the beginning. But game plan here with Mixmaster, just to block bait heavies or parry if I can, and do medium light while she is under a bar of power. Once power focus puts her at SP1, I'm going to immediately turtle after the medium light, and here's the suck part. Ready? Yay. Another step back intercept from the AI. Woohoo! Anyways, once she's at a bar of power, it's just going to be medium light block so that we can bait out a heavy, and so we can keep her from throwing SB1. We're making sure to do medium light before throwing the SB2, so that it does not follow up with a medium and getting an evade there. Did not feel like trying to build the evade charge here. It's a little bit risky with her, and the fact that I could be unlucky and get caught trying to dex. So I thought the safest bet was to just keep her from throwing special attacks, which I can do. and just do medium light and punish her with a bunch of special attacks. So that little step back intercept she did 20% damage, and then between suicides and recoil and crit failure and block damage, that's the other 30%. So clean-ish fight. All right, and then the fun part in section 2, we got path 2. Apocalypse really shines here because he can build the disorient immunity and then eventually get it, and then we don't have to worry about either of these two nodes. We just have to play the strike counter. So Thor first, we're gonna try to parry heavy to start, but what you're gonna see is we're not gonna land any parries, so we're just gonna do the medium light, and then we'll finally get a parry in there to land a heavy. But this fight basically ends when you get your first SB2 with power back boosts and whatnot. So there's the medium light. There's the next medium light. Finally gonna get spacing here to parry. There's the heavy, so we can build the disorient immunity. I hesitate there to make sure that we actually stun him off the parry. Immunity is built, so now we can reliably parry without any issue. And it will be this next parry, medium light, just medium, that will end it. So super easy Apocalypse fight, super smooth, very satisfying. Moving on to the second node, this one is a disorient with dashing back. Not going to be an issue because we are immune. Kitty here, I had to think about the rotation with strike counter to make sure that I put myself in the best position to not end up with an invisible or a phased Kitty Pryde when it was time to throw SB2. So my logic was to parry heavy to start, and then after that, do no more parries before the SB2 so that we don't build prowess through the stun. This way we limit it to only crits. So medium light, she's only at 1, we're good. Medium light, she's now at 3. And this one here will chain into the combo. She's close, at a phase, and we can just light her up. And then go back into the strike counter here. We could just throw SB2, but we risk attacking into her phase. So I waited to beta heavy for her to come out of phase and launched the SB3 while she wasn't there. So, and that stomp will end it. So super clean path to fight. Next up, we're going to use a horseman cable to take down this surfer. It is someone else's horseman charge from an apocalypse because I need my 4 charges for my apocalypse for the conflictor mini boss. You guys saw me take this silver surfer in the off season, not at max boosts, not with horseman. Actually, it might have been with horseman. Anyways, came to the conclusion that you can nuke him before high ground even is an issue. So figure max boosted and suicide's cable is just going to wreck this in no time at all. So going smooth here. Couldn't land a parry with the funky AI, but we finally managed to get there. He is just melting. Now he's at SB1, so I debate and I go, nope, we're going to finish him before he gets to SB2, so let's just go ahead and keep parry heavying and dodge the SB1 if he happens to throw it, and boop, down he goes. So who cares about high ground, says Gable. And then the last one and the fun one is this Mojo here. Now Archangel was banned. We've used Archangel here before, so I had a hunch, let's try a Paco and just nuke him. One benefit is that we're going to use the attack tactic, which is power down. And we're going to get those withers placed for every prowess that I have and that he has. So the game plan here is just to alternate full combos. Ignore the fact that we're given Mojo prowess. PS1, get to SB2, try not to trigger decks on the way to our first SB2, launch it, and then with power backs, just let those roll. So here we go. There's ending with a medium. Here's ending with a light. There are withers. And then this will put us right into SB2. And then we're going to go ahead and back out and hope he throws SB2. And he does. We're going to block it, but dodge the last part. I'm going to wait for this next prompt. So I wanted the anti-life to end so that I didn't degen. Luckily, it's one that triggered when the buff expired. And then right back into it, we alternated the ending combos again to build some more withers, and it kept him from gaining power at all. So, and then that there, the SB1 to finish him. So I triggered every prompt and he didn't get to 5 before the fight ended. He started the 4th, and that would do it for my war. And we have the result for BG2. We actually beat their BG2 3-2, which is a pretty good result for our battle group. The second death from our battle group actually came within the last 30 fights of the war, and actually led to this result of tying, where we were leading 6-2, and with 30 to 25 fights left, we tied it. It wasn't a boss fight, but we still tied it 6-6, and of course we lost on time. So super frustrating, very demoralizing. Not really into these poor or late starts at the beginning of the season, especially when your goal is to push top 3. But I hope you guys enjoyed the war video. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will catch you at the next one.